friends, once again I came with the textbook of standard 9, and today we are going to deal with the social studies politics section and lesson 1. Geography 1 lesson we have completed with different episodes. So now we are going to start with the politics, lesson 1, the democracy in the contemporary world. So about this lesson we are going to deal with today, and first of all I would like to give some common introduction about this lesson, and then point 1, this 2 takes of the democracy. About that I will give a few glimpses from this lesson, then we'll go ahead with the lesson and you get the clear picture. So open a textbook with me to the lesson first, then you have to learn the these 2 takes of the democracy. The beginning session we'll deal with today, and rest of them will deal with the coming days, coming episodes. So, democracy, you understand. The meaning of democracy, the term democracy, you already understood because you now you are studying in standard 9 and class 7, 6 and 8 also. You got more information about the democracy, the system of democracy. You understood very clearly. And what are the benefits are there for the democratic system, that also you understood. So, I am not going to explain all those things today. Then, we can understand that we see the democracy as expanded during the last 100 years. You know that? Maybe the democracy last 100 years, when we go at the 100 last years, we can understand that just expanded. Okay? Okay? That expanded last 100 years. Okay, within 100 years, that means almost all over the nation, different nations of the world, we can understand that democracy just expanded. And more than half of the independence and the countries in the world are followed by the democracies. You know that? More than half of the world, we can understand they are following the democratic system. There will be military coup systems are there, presidential systems are there, and you know the federal systems are there, democratical. And more than that, maybe after the independence, you can understand that more than half of the world, they used to follow the democratical system. And the expansion of the democracy has not been smooth and straight. You know that every area, for example in India also we can understand that democratic system we followed, and we have the constitution also. But you know that the people, those who are ruling, I am not accusing anyone else, but you know that very clearly that is not straight, and people are not doing everything properly, and every systems are not going smoothly. That's a very clear idea everybody have, because you are maybe studying much enough to understand about all those things. And so many problems arise even this democracy system also. So we can understand that the expansion of the democracy has not been smooth and not straight. Okay, that's very clear. It has seen and several ups and downs in different countries. Okay, in democratic countries are there, they are following the democracies are there, and then also we are able to see that there will be some up and downs are there. Okay, even the governing systems we can understand. So many examples you maybe that may come into your mind. You can understand. Now still it remains that unstable and uncertain achievement. Okay, democracy achieved by the different nations, but we can say that that's uncertain achievements are there. Okay, but we need to go ahead more in the democratic system. Okay, because democracy is very good. At the same time, the people are, even governing people are not following them properly. So there will be some up and downs are there. And also we can say that the democratic system is just like uncertain, unstable. You know that that's changing. That's not at all stable. That clear picture everybody knows, even those who are living in India. So now we are going to deal with this lessons mainly. In this chapter, let's start with the different stories on the making of democracy from the different parts of the world. Okay, so through this lesson we are going to deal with the story. First of all, we start with the story, and we are learning and how the people are making or unmaking the democratic system in their own countries. About that we are learning from this first lesson, and the stories are mean to give a sense of what it is, and mean to the experience democracy and its absence. Okay. And maybe the beginning of session, while we are dealing with the 2 different stories, then you will get some glimpses about the understanding about the democracy. Actually, what is democracy mean? Okay, and what will be the achievement of the democracy, and what will be the up and downs of the democracy, and how the people are saying that it is uncertain or unstable. Okay, about the democracy. These are the information, maybe the glimpses you will get through while we are learning, completing by this totalitarian democracy in the contemporary world. Okay, so now we can start with this lesson. The first two tales of the story. Maybe the topics given there are the two tales of democracy. Okay, here we can understand that maybe the two different nations story mentioned there about the democratic system. So here we are getting, we can see that one of the man and his he lost last message. He was none other than Salvador Allende, and in those people they called Allende. They were called, and he was the president of Chile, a country in South America. Okay, so one of the person, his name is okay. According to the person, his name is Salvador Allende. Maybe those people they pronounce that Allende. Okay, Salvador Allende they pronounce, but Allende. So he was the president of the Chile. Okay, and this maybe Chile is one of the South American, one of the states that's called Chile. And you know that while you're going through the maybe the maps, you will get the clear picture about the where Chile is located, other situated in America. You will get the clear picture. You go through the maybe the maps. Okay, now. He was and his last speech was given there. Okay, and when we learning about this person, he was one of the important speech given by and 1973. Okay, 1973 and 11th September. Okay, and you know that the beginning of this lesson only that mentioned there. Allende's, others Allende's, a speech 11th September 1973. One picture also placed there. You can go through the maybe the books. You will get the clear picture. And here and his last photo also placed there. And you know that after this photo, taken the photo after his speech, you know that he was killed by shooter by the people. He was killed after his message. And this message also he was given so many information that. Mainly, he was speaking to the people, that's mainly the laborers. Okay. He used to give a speech towards the laborers. And you know that mainly he was giving the message, a speech to the laborers, so that only there will be rich people are there will be church, and so many people are there, nobles are there. They are against of this Allende, Salvador Allende. Okay. And he was giving the message that these are my last words, and I am certain that my sacrifice will not be in vain. I am certain that at the very least it will be a more lesson that will punish Jaloni and cowardice and treasons. And he was giving his last message on 11th September 1973, and mainly he was speaking to the given the speech to the laborers only. And why? Because he understands that this is his last message, his own last message, and he will be not allowed to reign anymore, govern anymore. And the other people, they will not allow to be still in the government in those days. Why? Because of that, he made his not governed by he was one of the leader of the Socialist Party of Chile. Okay, Allende was the Socialist Party, belongs to the Socialist Party. Okay, and you know that by the coalition government he made, I became the president by the election. Okay, and coalition, you understand the meaning of coalition? coalition government means one particular party, political party, they are not having the majority seats are there. Okay, majority seats are there. If they want to govern, they are asking to other political parties are there, and they are joined together. They are showing the majority, and they are forming their own government. Such kind of governments are called coalition government. Are you following what I am saying? Coalition government means one political parties, they are not having the majority, so they are asking other people, they are welcoming other people to join with those party, and they are joined together, and they are showing the majority in the government, and they are forming the government. Such type of governments are called coalition government. So this president of Chile, the Salvador Allende, he was belongs to the Socialist Party, and he made maybe the coalition government there. And because of the coalition government, even one party is with us and they are not participating with us, means automatically we may fall from our own governing system because we are unable to continue. For example, myself and with any other person, we are showing our own majority, we form our own government, but the one who is with me, he is not participating with me. After 1 year, 2 years, after 1 month, 2 months, after 3 months, whatever it may be, then automatically I supposed to be for, because I can't remain there, I can't govern there anymore. Why? Because of that, my government may fall. The same thing happened because he was giving the speech to the laborers only, and he was mainly giving maybe the introduction and the speech to the laborers, and always considering to the laborers. That's the main problem for the rich people, and also maybe the church. And the priests are there, church are there, those who belongs to in the Chile, they are against Allende, and he was killed, shot and killed on those days after his own speech, 11 September 1973. That was the information we are getting from there. And why? What was the reason behind the enmity between the Allende? That there are a few problems I will give you right now. He took several decisions to the help of the poor and the workers. You know that he formed the coalition government, and the problem which the church and the rest of the nobles are there, and the rest of the political parties are against of him, and the reason for he became killed, so many problems are because he was always considering the poor people. That's the main problem. The consideration. Of poor and needy. Okay? So rich people are there. Maybe the Allende is not considering about the rich people and noble people, and he was always going towards the maybe the poor people and the needy people. That's one of the problem for this rich people and the church, and they became against of Allende. And next problem we can understand that he included the reform of the educational system, free meal, and for the children. You know that, and after when he started his own reign, he was giving so many, maybe he considered the poor people, and also he was giving the free education. And free milk. And like that, so many different type of helps may be done by Allende to the poor people. And the rich are not considered that much. Okay? And they have problem with the Salvador Allende, and they try to kill him. And another thing that the redistribution of the land to the landless and the farmers. Okay, and there will be maybe people are there. They are so rich. They are so just like the noble people are there. Just as the lords are there. They have thousands of acres of land. But at the same time, there are so many needy and poor people are the laborers are there. That they are going for daily wages and they are reaching their living. But at the same time, they don't have land. So almost for the last we lost the noble people only. So redistribution of the land. Okay, this was one of the problem for those noble people, redistribution, because there are so many people, the laborers they don't have lands. So maybe the noble people, they have thousands of acres of land. So this land, he was dividing, redistributing the land for the poor also. That was one of the problem. If I have thousands of acre land, the government is dividing my land to give the poor people. I have problem with the government. The same thing happened with those people, the laborers, because they don't have land, they are going for the daily wages and they are living. At the same time, Allende maybe they have taken almost from the land from the lords and redistributed land to the poor people also. That was one of the reason. and free education for all the people. And you know that time only noble people they are welcome for the schools and everything. They will get the educations and higher education, but the laborers are just like neglected. But Allende allow free educations and providing the food and the milk for the poor people. This is also one of the reasons for the enmity between Allende and the rest of the people. Okay, now he approved the foreign companies and opposed the foreign companies and who were taken away the natural resources. Another thing that maybe Allende was just against of that, he opposed that. So foreign people are coming and taking the natural resource of their own Chile, the country, that also he opposed. So this is also one of the main reason the enmity between the Allende and with the other government. Okay, so the military coup, and because of the after his last speech, he was killed and by the shot and killed by because of other people, because he was always giving the speech, always he wanted to uplift the people of the laborers and the poor people. He tried to meet the needs of the maybe the poor people. That was one of the main reasons. So you think that he was just as selected, he made the coalition government, and also he was giving everything, okay, maybe according to the systematically to the people, and he just want to make the people equal, okay, for all the people. And there will be nobles are there will be poor are there, so different categories people are there. He tried to make them equal as states, but that's one of the problem. So the rich people, the church, the against of the Allende, and he was shot, and that was the information we are getting from this paragraph or the point 1.1 two tales of the democracy. Okay, and it will be continued by the next class because it is a vast topic, and I will explain the military coup of 1973 by the next class. So I hope that these are the information you understand. And I already mentioned the two tales of the democracy also mentioned here, and Allende and his own experience. And we are considering about the poor people and needy people. That was the problem with Allende. He was shot dead, and after this last message. Okay, these are the information we are getting this part. So go through the book. Read it again and again. If the terminologies are difficult for you, go through the lexicon, otherwise the dictionary, and find out the meaning and learn more. Okay, I hope that you understand. And then we'll see you in the next class. Then, thank you. God bless you.